Okay, in this video I'm going to demonstrate a ShapeTween. I've added a second layer to this animation by just clicking on this little icon here. Let's add another layer. You can see the pencil icon is on layer 2, which means that is now the layer that we're working on. We're no longer working on layer 1. But very often when you're making an animation, you'll end up with multiple layers here. It's very easy to get confused and forget to switch layers when you're trying to create an animation on another layer. So always best to lock them off when you're not using them. Also, if you find it distracting, you can just temporarily hide it from view. So I've locked it off, I've hidden it from view, and on the first keyframe of layer 2 I'm going to draw an object. Now I'm going to do a ShapeTween. So a ShapeTween, as the name might suggest, can be used to just morph one shape into another. It can change the color, it can change the shape, and so it's quite a useful technique for animation. So I'll start off with a green rectangle. Now our blue rectangle was kind of going in this direction, so I'm just going to put the green rectangle over here. I'm going to change it into, let me see, let's insert our blank keyframe here. Okay, this is how it differs mainly to the classic keyframe in that I'm not inserting a full keyframe, I'm inserting a blank keyframe because at this point I want there to be a different object there, not the same object. So in this blank keyframe I'm going to draw a different shape. So if I go back to my multi-tool here, click on the corner of it, I might go for a polystar tool. Okay, I'm going to change that from there where I go. I'm going to go to options. I'm going to change it from polygon to a star. I'm going to make it a 9-pointed star. This here is kind of the curvature of the points. I'm going to leave that as it is. I'm going to change the color as well just to kind of increase the effect. So if I make it red, I'm not going to bother with stroke color. With the stroke color, it's usually good to just leave it with that. So I'm going to draw a star over here. I'm going to drag it onto the stage with my selection tool. And then I'm going to right click in here and create ShapeTween. And straight away you can see how it's morphing from one to another. So if we could test that now. Test scene. There we go. We've got our green square changing into a red star. And that is our ShapeTween.